segments are here to help us understand social media or maybe navigate through different social media. And this is because social media has become a very important part of our daily living. And then in the past, we've talked about Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and all that. That is sharing ideas, sharing photos, sharing thoughts on social media. What about sharing funds? What about, if you have an idea or you want to start a project, but you need funding and you can't get it, did you know that you can get it from social media? And now that I have your attention, because there's dollars involved, I'll turn you over now to our social media madam that joins us every Monday on the show. Crystal is once again joining us via Skype. She is joining us from Las Vegas. Hello, Crystal. Welcome to Kababayan today.
Hi, Janelle. Thanks for having me.
All right. Crowdfunding. What is that about?
Okay, so crowdfunding is simply a collective effort of individuals who network to pool for money to fund a project or a cause. It's something that we've all known about. It's called fundraising, but obviously since the internet allows you to have a wider range of a reach to a bigger network, crowdfunding is just, simply put, it's a way to fundraise over the internet for a variety of activities.
We've talked to some artists who want to record their own album. They've resorted to crowdfunding. Some filmmakers who want to start a film project who've resorted to crowdfunding. Some people who want to go on vacation or on a tour or something that will help them in their personal goals. They've also resorted to crowdfunding. But, Crystal, what is the difference between crowdfunding and crowdsourcing?
Well, crowdfunding is just strictly financial.
Okay.
Crowdsourcing is for it's through services. Like there's a crowdsourced design, for example. You can ask a bunch of designers to put in their ideas for what they think your logo should look like, and you can pick your logo. But crowdfunding is strictly just financial.
All right. So the person that starts crowdfunding will get funds for sure. But what's in it for funders? What's in it for those who will actually, will we say donate or contribute?
Yeah, okay, so for the people who actually back the project, for example, you said a musician, there's some fans that actually want to be part of helping to make an album or even to allow their favorite musician go on tour. So that's awesome. But there's also rewards to some of these different platforms. Some platforms will allow you to give back rewards if you're starting up a project. So, for example, if you're a musician, you can offer for smaller tiered or lower tiered funding, you can give back stickers or even a free album download or something. Or, for a higher tiered, maybe you can get a small concert for you and your friends. It really depends on how creative you want to be with this.
So let me correct myself earlier. Yes, it's not donation, but investment, because you're all part of the project. You become a part of the project, right?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
What are it seems all good right now, but I know there's always two sides, pros and cons. What are the pros and cons of crowdfunding?
Okay, so some of the pros include, for a good project, this can actually lead to a boost in your reputation. And, through crowdfunding, a project can show that there's an audience for that product or concept, whereas before, like, say, if you couldn't show that there was some kind of audience for it, then through crowdfunding, you can show that you have an audience that you can target. It can also help to gain good feedback. Free market research is always good. Who wouldn't want free market research, right? Mm-hmm. And also, crowdfunding also helps to, it allows people who have these ideas and projects but don't necessarily have the funding. Mm-hmm. It allows them to have that backing through their network.
Okay, but what about the cons? I'm thinking you're putting yourself out there, you're putting your idea out there. Let's talk about intellectual property, perhaps, for the cons. Do I still own it? Or once it's, we all know once an idea gets into social media or gets on social media, then it's not ours anymore.
Yes, that's a scary part about putting your idea out there on the internet. You have the possibility of somebody taking your idea, maybe even making it a little bit better, mm-hmm. making your idea obsolete at that point. Again, and like I said earlier, it can boost your reputation, but on the contrary, it can also lead to a negative impact on your reputation. If the project gets funded and no real results come from it, mm-hmm. your audience will always remember that, and they may choose to no longer support your cause.
Okay. Are there any cons for those who are investing?
Yes, again, if let's just say you put your money towards something that's kind of an outlandish idea, mm-hmm. you may, obviously, if that gets fully funded and it gets made and it's something that actually doesn't benefit society in general, you really don't, there's really no real return capital or real return to anything. Okay. It's just made.
All right. Well, as a final note, Crystal, what about crowdfunding sites? What are some of the good, reliable, dependable crowdfunding sites out there?
Well, one of the most well-known ones right now is Kickstarter, and that's more of an American-based one. Indiegogo is also another one, but that's more of an international-based crowdfunding site. You know, every single one out there has its own rules and regulations, and it's really a good idea to get out there and try each one out and read and research. As with anything else, always do your research.
All right. And I guess just a reminder for those that are starting Kickstarters or crowdfunding and projects like this, you have to be accountable. Make sure you have an accounting of the money, where it went also, and make sure you have something to give back to your investors. Thank you so much for sharing your expertise with us this afternoon.
Thank you, Janelle.
All right, Crystal, more power to you. Thank you for joining us on Kababayan today. This has been Janelle Sawyer, Kababayan in Los Angeles. We are on social media. If you missed any of the segments or if you want more information on the screen, I'll see you next time.